Hello, everyone. My name is Reagan Bierman, and I'm your host this evening. Welcome to tonight's Teen Life Summer Programs virtual event. Tonight's event is sponsored by TeenLife, and for those of you who are not familiar with us, TeenLife is the leading discovery platform for teen-centered academic and enrichment opportunities. Essentially, we try and make it easy for parents, students, and educators to find the best fit, either program, school, college, volunteer opportunity, gap year, for students 13 to 19. Tonight, we're going to be talking about summer programs, and there are so many different opportunities out there. Teen Life tries to make the search a little bit easier for you. So we have 7 fantastic programs with us tonight. They will be sharing about their different opportunities. Those of you that are watching this live, thanks for being here. And if you have any questions, please put your questions in the Q&A. I'm sure if you're thinking it, somebody else is thinking it. And we have representatives from each program here. They want to hear from you. They want to answer those questions for you. So please don't hesitate. You can do that throughout the entire session this evening. And I will also be putting a reader response form. So if you would like to hear from the presenters tonight, if there's a program that is of interest, please fill out the reader response form and the programs will be getting in touch with you. So we got a packed program tonight. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. Our first presentation is going to be with Outward Bound Costa Rica, and we have Eleanor Blackman with us. Thank you, Eleanor, for being here. Appreciate it.
Thanks so much for having us, Reagan. We're happy to be here. Let me just go ahead and share my screen and then I'll get started, if that's okay.
Fantastic.
Great, thank you.
Hello, and thank you all for joining us for the virtual fair tonight. We really appreciate your time and attention. My name is Eleanor, and I'm the Director of Marketing and Communications at Outward Bound Costa Rica. I'm actually presenting to you right now from one of our base camps in the rainforest. This summer, we are offering 3 different kinds of open enrollment courses for high school students ages 14 to 18, with the main focus of these courses being either surfing, scuba diving, or hiking. Allow me to go into a bit more detail about what these courses look like. Since 1994, Outward Bound Costa Rica has been inspiring leadership, growth, and a commitment to serve through adventure-based learning. By using Costa Rica and Panama's rivers, reefs, and rainforests as our classroom, we are able to provide students with a learning experience that is truly unforgettable. Our courses encourage participants to find value in each other's strengths and differences, and to live, work, and learn as a team. We provide opportunities for everyone to get outside of their comfort zones, challenge themselves, and most importantly, to have fun. With Scuba, you'll have the opportunity to travel to the famous Caribbean archipelago of Bocas del Toro. And there you can begin earning your open water or advanced scuba certification. This experience, however, is so much more than a certification. There's an entire world beneath our feet just waiting for discovery. Let the colorful coral reefs, shipwreck ruins, and magical bioluminescence guide you through an immersive experience in a world unknown. The students who participate in these courses are always in awe of the tranquility that they feel when they are surrounded by marine life. When you're not underwater, you'll have time to work on your wakeboarding skills, relax on the beach, and give back on a development project that is based on the current needs of the community. You'll also get to learn more about the cultures of this unique island community by connecting with the families that are so gracious to serve as hosts for your homestays. You'll have the opportunity to deepen your connection with the natural world around you by helping the sea turtle conservation efforts as well. Get hands-on experience excavating old nesting sites and working on night patrols to monitor mama sea turtles as they lay their eggs in the sand. You'll also get the opportunity, if you participate in one of our hiking or trekking courses, to journey through the tropical rainforest as you hike along spectacular valleys, cascading waterfalls, and winding rivers that lead you from a series of trail campsites to a mountain eco lodge. You'll get to discover fresh animal tracks impressive plant life, and rugged trails as you navigate your way far, far away from the traditional tourist route. These breathtaking mountain views are perfect for those looking to experience something completely different from anything you're used to in the US. But hiking will not be the only activity on this course that will take your breath away. Boogie boarding and playing games alongside the Pacific Ocean on a beach that has been named one of the top 10 tropical beaches in the world is something you surely don't want to miss. This spot is also frequented by scarlet macaws, capuchin monkeys, iguanas, parrots, and even sloths, just to name a few. If this isn't enough adventure for you though, don't worry. We always round out this course with some whitewater rafting on the Santapiki River, ziplining through the rainforest canopy, and hiking to the waterfall on our reservation. We're really lucky that our base is located on a reservation that has 1,200 acres of natural world to explore around us. We're also lucky enough to work with instructors that are highly qualified in directing all of these activities, as safety is their #1 priority, and they're all certified wilderness first responders. Apart from that, a lot of our instructors hold certifications as whitewater raft guides, recreational rappel operators, and much more. Tropical sun, white sandy beaches, turquoise water, and stellar waves await you in Costa Rica. This is the perfect course for those who love the water and are looking to grow as a person. Spend your nights camping under the stars and head out early to catch the first morning surf on the picturesque Pacific Coast beaches of Costa Rica. Learn everything you need to know about how to read wave conditions, maintaining equipment, and surfing etiquette and technique alongside our very experienced instructors. Between surfing lessons, you will learn important life-saving techniques and the basics of lifeguarding toward earning your first aid and CPR certification. Learn how to use your board as a rescue device, practice CPR on mannequins, and study the best techniques for staying safe on both land and water. Discover the Pura Vida way of life from locals while lending a helping hand on community development and conservation projects like rainforest restoration, trail maintenance, beach cleanups, and more. Cook delicious meals, watch the sunset over the Pacific, and have cozy campfires on the beach. This is truly a fun course. All of our summer courses, though, are fun, and they're each 2 weeks long, but can be combined for up to an 8-week-long experience. You can mix and match our courses so that you don't miss out on any of these activities. Enroll online for our summer courses today using the promo code TeenLife for 10% off your course tuition. Visit our website at www.outwardboundcr.org for more info. I'll drop my email in the chat if you want to reach out to me directly with any specific questions. Thanks so much, everyone, for your time, and we hope to see you down here this summer.
Thanks, Eleanor. That looked awesome. The videos of the surfers there at the end was fantastic. I think I would probably be one of the ones wiping out, but thank you for sharing your amazing programs. And again, anyone who is here with us tonight, please feel free, ask Eleanor any questions that you have. So, you know, she'll be with us the entire hour. So thank you again. Moving on, up next, we have Izzy Pittman, and Izzy is with Montana Wilderness Program. Sorry, I just had a little brain cramp there, Izzy. I apologize. Thanks for being here tonight.
Thank you. We're really excited to have this in our calendars. We really appreciate TeenLife. So I will get started and share my screen. Oh, I always forget how to do this. Okay, here we go. Oh, maybe.
It should be right down there at the bottom where it says share screen.
I think it's coming. Yep. Okay, here we go. Oh, for some reason it does not want to do it for me. That's okay. I can talk and troubleshoot to keep this efficient.
Look at you. Fantastic.
Yes, I will hopefully be getting that some pictures up in a second. But in the meantime, I'm Izzy. I work at Montana Wilderness School. We are a summer expedition program based out of Bozeman, Montana. And the premise of what we offer are expeditionary learning experiences for high school aged youth. And this summer we're offering 8 trips in the Montana backcountry. Activities range from backpacking, kayaking, pack rafting. We have a canoe course that's extremely popular on the Missouri River. And we also run a hunting skills course for folks who are excited to learn all of the backcountry camping skills necessary to participate in a successful hunt. I'm so sorry that I'm struggling to connect my slideshow, but I can include it in whatever information that links Montana Wilderness School to TeenLife, so that we can all be on the same page with what these courses look like. To give a little bit more background about what we aim to do besides offering courses that include skills like backpacking, rock climbing, and canoeing, are focus on leadership and communication skills, which aids students in boosting their resumes, as well as having skills that are transferable to other areas of their life, being on sports teams, being at school, and being a member of even a family or friend group are really places that these skills benefit. We also focus on public land and ecology curriculum. Montana is chock full of wild spaces, and we find it really exciting to be able to have an active classroom. I say this, and meaning where you're walking on your classroom. We take expeditions into the backcountry, and students have the opportunity to explore the things that they are seeing and living amongst while they're out on their 6 to 21 day courses. We are offering 2 different brackets of courses this summer. We run adventure courses for 14 to 16-year-olds and expedition courses for 16 to 18-year-olds. All of our courses range in length, because we recognize that summers are really busy and they are well-deserved breaks from traditional school classrooms. So we're not asking students to enroll and give up their entire summers. That's why some of our most popular courses are in the 6 to 8 day range. That frees up time for you to explore other elements of your life, while also taking a trip that will give you a different perspective on how to recreate in the outdoors. A couple other skills that we like to focus on our courses are things that we call transferable skills. Things like cooking or navigation, which are things that we do every day in different settings. When we cook in kitchens, we have a little bit more freedom and predictability as to the projects that we're working on in the kitchen. However, cooking outside provides other challenges, and we like to build skills that you may use every day in the backcountry as well. Navigation is an example that I like to bring up a lot, because in a digital age, we're so reliant on the little blue dot on our phone telling us how to get from point A to point B. And having the flexibility and kind of the tolerance for an adverse event like your phone dying when you really need a map is a transferable skill that affects our lives more than just going camping or, driving to someplace we've never been before. A common theme we find on these courses when teaching skills that range from backcountry living to cooking and navigating is this really strong focus on collaboration and teamwork. So not only do our courses have a lot of adventure and exploration in wild places, but they really do focus on leadership and communication. So we're excited to offer those skills. Our application is really straightforward. I'm the admissions person at Montana Wilderness School, and our application can be found on our website. It's super navigable, and I'm really sorry that I cannot present that to you in PowerPoint. I have tried all of the buttons, and I just do not know what is wrong with my computer today. I'm so sorry. But no computers in the backcountry, so we'll make do with the tools and skills we have. Our courses are open enrollment, so we accept students from all over the US and international as well. And our courses strive to have really diverse groups of students on them. So if this is something you're interested in, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to share my presentation individually, as well as give it to Reagan and TeenLife to be able to share with you further. Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Absolutely, Izzy. Thanks so much. And if anyone can appreciate technical difficulties, it is me. Happens to me all the time, but you still were able to give us a great overview of Montana wilderness. And like you said, we can't rely on technology all the time, right? So fantastic, fantastic. Well, your programs sound amazing. And yes, you can reach out to Izzy, any of you that are here tonight in the Q&A. I'm sure she would be happy to answer any of those questions that you have. And that reader response form is available. I've put that in the chat as well. So yeah, Izzy, thank you again for being here. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and move on. Our next program that is going to be presenting is Polygence. And with us representing Polygence, we have GP Laborde. I hope I said that right again. Did I get it?
Perfectly, thank you.
Yes. Oh, goodness. That just makes me so happy. So hi, GP. Thanks for being here tonight. We're excited to learn about Polygence and some of the opportunities that you have for students tonight. So I'm going to let you have the floor.
Thank you, Reagan. It's my pleasure to be here as always. We really enjoy these opportunities through TeenLife to connect with so many families. And I'm going to speak to you today about something that is a really wonderful opportunity that is a little bit different than some of the wonderful in-person opportunities you've been hearing about now. Just to give you an overview of Polygence, our goal is to help students develop research projects that demonstrate their passions and boost their odds in college admissions. And effectively, we're a mentorship program that pairs intellectually curious students with PhD level mentors to design experiments, build robots, create podcasts, write original screenplays, and publish in peer-reviewed journals in all fields from the humanities to STEM. Working with students is something I've been doing for a long time, both at the secondary level and at the college level. And in fact, my postdoc at Stanford, where I did a PhD in the history of art and architecture, was managing the undergrad research program. So really bringing students into research methodologies to work on long-term faculty projects and to prepare them to get great internships and to go into really exciting fields, some of them in academia and some of them in industry. Incidentally, my first job out of college was as a wilderness EMT. And so I love all of these experiential learning opportunities I'm hearing about. Polygence is an opportunity to write your own story over the course of a summer or even during the academic year if you wish. But it's also one that's very flexible. So you get to decide when you meet with your mentor and how often. So you can fit in a lot of other opportunities like other experiential learning or summer jobs. And you basically are in the driver's seat of when you meet. But through this goal of helping you to transform your unique interests into a tangible project to showcase on your college applications. And we do this again to increase your chances of getting into the college you really want by doing something you actually love, not just choosing from a list of subjects that are offered in your school. So we want you to be able to create and share a project as unique as you are. That's your topic, your schedule, your research project. It's an opportunity to show off who you are and what you care about. It also allows you to work one-on-one with a PhD level expert. And this is something that most people don't experience during their entire time in college. Many of them are working in classes, either with PhDs who are teaching assistants, who are supporting a primary professor, or even in smaller seminars, they're often working in small groups. But this is an amazing opportunity to work one-on-one with an expert mentor from a top university who is in exactly the field that you're interested in. And I have so many wonderful examples that I won't go into now, but would love to answer questions if people have special interests they want to hear about. It's also a chance to give yourself a head start by building up college-level research skills that will set you up for success in college. You can actually also learn, you can earn, I should say, 3 college credits through our exclusive partnership with the Gifted and Talented Institute at the University of California, Irvine. So you can walk onto your college campus with a full course already on your belt. These are just a couple of the students who have gone through our program and are at wonderful schools. Molly had a wonderful mentor. She was interested in aerospace engineering, and her mentor actually helped her test rockets that she built herself in her backyard. She recorded the footage of the takeoffs, made tweaks and adjustments to pitch and yaw and propulsion, and created a website and a paper about wind generating rockets. So they generate power as they're moving through the wind. Molly's now a sophomore at Stanford. Yusuf came to us and was basically a self-taught sort of tinkerer. He really had no formal training in coding or computer science, but he worked with his mentor to develop a really sophisticated idea for a mechanical walker for a Mars rover. And he built this out in AutoCAD with animations, super exciting. Yusuf is actually working at a lab at Northwestern where he's also a sophomore. And to speak, we were talking about the importance of understanding the natural world and connecting with nature, understanding its processes. Yardina worked with a PhD in ecology to do an amazing research paper on invasive species in her native Florida, where she did field research guided by this mentor. It's not just these students. We have actually amazing admissions results across the board. About 95% of our students are accepted to R1 universities. Those are schools with the highest level of research output. And our acceptance rates to top liberal arts colleges, to Ivy League schools, and to top 25 schools are about 5 times the national average. Something that I'm super excited about hearing back from all of our seniors who applied this year, they have already earned, even before regular application decisions are back, they've already earned close to $2 million in scholarships and $75,000 the average award that our scholarship winners won from these colleges. The reason that they're seeing such great success is that we know from colleges themselves, including Harvard, as part of data released in their admissions lawsuit that was recently settled by the Supreme Court, colleges really value this kind of opportunity. And in point of fact, we see that turning a good application into a great one can really depend on submitting this kind of independent academic work. Your chances can rise from 8% to almost 68%. We have more than 3,000 mentors in all of these different fields, covering more than 150 subject areas. So again, you're really in the driver's seat. It's not esoteric, it's just your interest. And we certainly have someone who can help you with your own creative pursuits and original research projects. We have a number of different programs. Our core research program lasts about 3 to 6 months, with the average being about 4.5. And there are various add-ons for developing project ideas or publishing. We also have some shorter programs that are much more attainable and last only a couple of weeks. And we also have a wonderful discount for TeenLife readers. So if you're interested in learning more, you can scan the QR code lower at right or go to polygence.org. And in fact, if you go to polygence.org/TeenLife, you'll receive a 10% tuition discount on whatever program you choose. Thanks so much for letting me join you today. And I do hope that you have a great summer.
Great. Thanks so much, GP. And that's exciting about the discount code. So students take advantage of that. And really exciting to hear about your students with $2 million worth of scholarships already. That's amazing. I have a son who's a senior in high school, and we're going through that process, so I can appreciate it very much. So thank you. And we do have a couple of questions that have popped up in the Q&A. So any of the presenters that want to take a look there, answer those that are related to your programs. And again, students, teachers, counselors, anyone that is with us right now, please take advantage of the fact that you've got such a great panel of experts with us here tonight. So don't hesitate to ask them some questions. Okay, so we're going to move on. Our next program is Emory University, and we have Donna Morgan with us tonight. Hi, Donna, how are you?
Hi, good evening or good afternoon, depending on where everyone else is. Yes.
You know what? You're absolutely right. I should say, I should say that. So we really appreciate you being here, and I look forward to hearing more about the programs that you are going to share with us. So I'm going to give the floor over to you.
Thank you so much, Reagan. And I'm going to say up front that I keep getting a message that my internet is unstable. So hopefully I won't freeze tonight.
It's okay.
Keep going.
just press on. Just press on.
I sure will. Okay. Thank you so much. So again, my name is Donna Morgan, and I am the marketing specialist for Emory's pre-college program. And I'm just going to go over some interesting facts about our program and also what is the eligibility for our program and ways to apply. So to get started, about our program, like basically what is it? So it's a summer academic program, as you all know, because we're talking about summer programs right now. But for the most part, it is a look into the residential and academic life at a top-ranked private university, because Emory is a private institution. And it is for current, if you are currently a high school sophomore or junior, you are eligible for our program. The application process, I will get to that in a moment, but we do like to say up front that the application process and the experience altogether really gives students a trial run of what it's like to actually be a college student from beginning to end. So there are two ways that you can participate in our program. We have two different ways as far as whether you choose a non-credit track or a credit track. So I'm going to go over the pre-college track first, which is non-credit. And those courses, all of the courses in pre-college are 2 weeks long, and they are not graded. So students receive an S or U only for these. So the great thing about this is that you can explore a subject that is interesting to you, that you get to choose, unlike being in high school where you only do requirements, and also without the pressure of being graded. With this program, there is an option for a residential programming as well that comes with a meal plan. And if you happen to be either local to Atlanta or have family and prefer to stay there, we do welcome commuters as well. And being a commuter means that you are in the Atlanta area and close by, and you have to come to campus daily. And students who are local and commuters have all the access to Emory facilities, just like the students who are staying on campus. Again, all of our, not again, but all of our programming is also within the Emory community, and that begins with all of our Emory instructors, the RAs, who are residential assistants, our current Emory and Emory Oxford students. All of the team that I work with, we're all internally with Emory as well. So we are all part of the Emory community. With the courses that you would choose for a 2-week non-credit program, everyone goes to class at the same time. So you're in class with all of your peers, you're in your different classrooms, having your own experience for 2.5 hours. We do have a session C, which is the only one that we have online. It is not a hybrid option. They are completely different courses than the session C that would meet on campus. So again, everything is graded in S or U. And it's all experiential as well. Here is an example of some of the courses that we are offering this summer. We have STEM and pre-professional humanities courses with writing and ethics and pre-health, if you're looking for maybe even pre-med. We have human physiology, biology, medical microbiology, and everything like that. But we have a wide variety of about, I believe, 33 non-credit courses. Students who are in the non-credit program as well have activities that are included, and they will go to the aquarium at Stone Mountain, little pockets of town around the Atlanta area, and a sporting event and things like that. The residence life staff who are current Emory students will create programming on site as well. And so you will get actually the experience of what it's like to juggle all the parts of being a college student. That means having coursework and going to class and having activities and homework and choosing how you'd like to best manage your time. And that's one thing that a lot of students come out of our program understanding a lot more once they land in college, is how to manage your time better. So the other option is a summer college program, and those are all credit courses. Then we have 2 6-week sessions. And course meeting times vary, so everyone doesn't go to class at the same time, but you will be in class with college undergraduates versus your peers. And these are courses graded A through F, so quite a bit different from a non-credit program. And most of those courses are offered online as well. So it ranges from languages, humanities, math, arts, sciences. There are some lab courses as well. But thing is to also check, depending on where you are, you can take an online class, and there's something for everyone. I would go through the eligibility and how to apply like super quickly. I would say you have to be a minimum of 15 years of age by the time the program starts, and you currently have to be a sophomore or a junior in order to participate in our program. So unfortunately, if you're a ninth grader, you would be eligible next summer. We do have an application checklist, as far as that's where we say it's a trial run into applying for college, because you do have to have a recommendation, transcript, and a application online that is required. And all of our information as far as our session dates and application deadlines are on our website as well. And we definitely welcome you all to apply who are interested, and Emory would definitely welcome you.
Fantastic. Thank you, Donna. And no internet issues. So
It's a good thing.
yay, yay. But really very thorough, a lot of information. I love that you were even talking about some of the things outside of the classroom. I've heard the aquarium in Atlanta is amazing. So that looks really awesome. So again, thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing about your programs, and parents, students, please go ahead, ask Donna your questions. She is going to be here for the remainder of the hour and is happy to answer any of those for you. So moving on, we're going to move on to our next program. And with us, we have Carrie Zuccarino. I hope I said that correctly, Carrie. I think I did. Carrie is representing Champlain Pre-College Summer Programs. Thanks for being here, Carrie. We're excited to learn more about your programs. And I'm going to go ahead and get your video started.
Thank you.
Great.
Hi, everyone. My name is Carrie Zuccarino. I am the Director of Pre-College Summer Programs here at Champlain College, and today I'm going to tell you a little bit about what our pre-college summer offerings are for 2024. Turn my camera off so we can focus on my presentation, and away we go. Champlain College was founded in 1878, and we pride ourselves in offering innovative education, so cutting-edge academic programs that prepare students for the most in-demand jobs. We offer small class sizes that foster collaboration and communication, and we focus on interdisciplinary studies in a stunning location along the shores of Lake Champlain in Burlington, Vermont. We are about 3.5 hours drive from Boston, 5 hours from New York City, and the Burlington International Airport is just 5 minutes down the road. So we are easy to get to. Champlain is consistently ranked among top schools for game design, information technology, most innovative school, a top documentary school. But I think it's also important for you to hear what students and parents have to say about Champlain's pre-college summer programs. When I look at some of their quotes, the words that jump out at me are life-changing, inspirational, welcoming, vision. I think those words really communicate what Champlain is all about. Champlain's pre-college summer programs provide motivated high school students with an opportunity to explore a new field they have an interest in, learn more about their own interests for the future, or grow existing interests and dive a little bit deeper into a subject area that they know that they are interested in. Whether their next steps are education or employment, these programs provide a real solid foundation. So how is that different? All of Champlain's academies are taught by our own industry expert faculty. They bring years of professional experience into the classroom, which makes for a more engaging and more exciting learning atmosphere as they bring their industry connections front and center to all of these academies. We cap our academies at about 20 students to provide for a small collaborative learning environment. Here, students work hands-on in our state-of-the-art studios, labs, and classrooms, and they gain real tangible skills with the most current industry technology. through hands-on project work. They dive in, they ask questions, explore options, solve problems, and really feel what it's like to study and learn at a college level. At the end of these academies, students come away with impressive materials for a portfolio or for college applications, as well as a newfound sense of confidence and making some good friends along the way. Our lineup of 2024 pre-college summer programs includes an exciting variety of innovative subject areas as seen here. And to learn more about each of these, you can go to summer.champlain.edu/programs to read about the learning outcomes of each of these individual programs. Now, all of that sounds wonderful, but the fact that we are located in Burlington, Vermont, I think is an added bonus. Burlington is a wonderful place to spend some time in the summer. Located along the shores of Lake Champlain, we are in Burlington's Hill section. That means we are just a few blocks from the Church Street Marketplace, which is an outdoor pedestrian area with local shops and restaurants, live music, cafes, as well as the Burlington waterfront, which is a great place for students to walk down with their group, watch the sunset, play some Frisbee, grab some ice cream. It's a nice way to end the day. While students are here on campus, they reside in our contemporary styled residence halls, complete with Wi-Fi and air conditioning, comfortable common areas with couches and fireplaces, games, widescreen TVs, a great green space right outside their front door where they get to hang out with new friends. And all of this is located not too far at all from our dining hall, as well as the academic spaces. Our dining hall can accommodate just about any dietary need that your student might have. And we have our own creamy machine, which is also an added bonus, and the day with some ice cream. Program fees for 2024 will remain at $4,500, and that includes everything from instruction and all materials to all housing, all meals, field trips and outings, and transportation to all of those field trips and outings as well. There are no additional charges. Deadline for registering is June 1st. However, we'll tell you that most of these programs do fill early. So if you want to avoid getting on a wait list, register by June 1st. A $500 non-refundable deposit would be required unless it's after May 15th, at which time you would need to pay in full. We do have financial assistance available. If you go to summer.champlain.edu/costs and aid, you will learn about what that process looks like. It's fairly simple. And I'm excited to tell you that we also have a Women in Cybersecurity and Digital Forensics scholarships that are available this year as well. If you go to our request info page and request that application, we can send that right out to you. Finally, if you have any other questions after this program is over, here's my contact information. Please feel free to reach out to me. Happy to help answer any questions you might have. And now we will jump into that Q&A right now.
Great. Thank you so much, Carrie. And yeah, like she said, Carrie will be here for the remainder of the hour. So if you have any questions for Carrie about her programs, about the area, please feel free to reach out in the Q&A. You were speaking to me when you mentioned the ice cream. So I wish I could sign up.
Know your audience.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for being here. So we have two more presenters for this session, and we're going to go ahead and just move right on. We have Michael Jacobus with us, and he is with Reset Summer Camps. Hi, Michael. How are you?
Hi, Regan. I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Thanks for being here tonight, and I hope that I pronounced your last name properly.
You shredded it. It's Jacobus.
Oh, Jacobus.
That's okay. Nobody gets it right.
It's okay. My last name gets butchered all the time. So I feel your pain. I apologize. But enough about me and my name. Let's hear about Reset Summer Camp. I'm going to give the floor all to you.
Okay. So good afternoon or good evening, everybody, and welcome. My name is Michael Jacobus, and I am the founder of Reset Summer Camp. I'm a 35-year summer camp director. And in 2018, when every kid in the world seemed to be addicted to the video game Fortnite, and the World Health Organization declared gaming disorder as a diagnosable thing, I decided to take my love for summer camp and combine it with a clinical aspect and created Reset Summer Camp, a program for digital detox and life skills. So right now I'm going to try to share a video with you. We'll see how that goes. And then we'll talk a little bit more.
We can't hear it, Michael.
You can't hear it.
Yes. So when you go on the share screen button on the bottom, it talks about there should be a little button about sharing audio as well. Do you see that?
I do not. I only see share screen.
Okay.
Oh, hang on. Maybe this is it. So,
do you struggle with your kid who's addicted to screens, be it online gaming or social media? Are their grades failing? Are you constantly arguing? Do you feel like you're losing your child? My name is Michael Jacobus. I'm the founder of Reset Summer Camp, but more importantly, I'm a parent, and I'm the parent of a formerly gaming addicted kid. When my son was a teenager, he became addicted to video games. His mother and I had a daily, constant struggle with him. It was a white-knuckle battle just to get him to graduate high school. In 2018, when every kid in the country seemed to be addicted to Fortnite, and the World Health Organization declared gaming disorder as a diagnosable thing, I decided to take my love for summer camp and hook up with a clinical director and created Reset. Reset is a 4-week clinical residential summer camp program that provides digital detox and life skills for teens. The program is housed on university campuses. The kids have dorm rooms and roommates. They have responsibilities. We have a set sleeping schedule, a very strict eating schedule, and over the course of 4 weeks, kids participate in group therapy, individual therapy, a variety of life skills, a variety of educational classes, and some good old-fashioned summer camp fun. If you're struggling with your teenager who is digitally addicted to video games or social media or streaming, their behavior at home is getting unacceptable, their grades are failing, consider sending them to us at Reset Summer Camp.
So that's kind of the quick pitch. I started Reset because I wanted to combine my love of the growth potential of a summer camp program with reaching kids who were could not put their phones down, could not step away from their video games. We created a 4-week program. It's funny because most of the kids who come to our camp don't want to be there. They feel like they're being punished. They hate their parents. They hate us. And they have horrible social skills, very low interpersonal skills. And over the course of 4 weeks, they actually find themselves. We called it Reset because they reset to who they were before they got lost in digital addictions. And we find that they are really reluctant to leave camp at the end of the program. Our program concludes with a family workshop weekend where the parents come in on Friday and stay till Sunday. They will participate in a variety of classes, including a group therapy session with one of our licensed clinicians. And they'll participate in some camp activities like a culinary class or a yoga or an improv class, just to help rebuild the family unit. And then our staff follows up with every camper for 8 weeks after the camp program. And then as a side note, since it is only a summer camp program, we did just launch an online program for parents to try to do our program at home. It's more difficult, it requires some work. But what we do is a family dynamic issue. It's not just a fix my kid issue. So that's kind of my pitch for Reset Summer Camp. You can find everything you need to know at resetsummercamp.com. My email and my cell number are on the front page, as is the link to the online course. And I'll stick around to the end of the hour for Q&A.
Fantastic. Thank you, Michael. And your video was very informative. And truly, what a neat program that you have created, and taking your love of summer camp and turning it into something else.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for letting me be here.
Fantastic. Okay, we are down to our final presenter. Last but certainly not least, we have Esther Plains, and Esther is with us, and she is representing the Canvey Life School. There she is. Hi, Esther. How are you?
Hi, I'm good.
Good to see you. Thanks for being here this evening.
Of course, it's almost 2 a.m. here. So.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, we're gonna do this quickly, and you're gonna go back to bed. So I'm gonna turn the floor over to you. Thank you again for being here, Esther.
Yeah, it's okay. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, here. Perfect. Oh, that's not it. Here. Yeah, so hi everybody. My name's Esther. I'm the co-founder and program coordinator for Canvey Life School. I'm from Spain. And today I'm going to talk about our summer program, although we do offer gap programs as well. But that's not the case for today. Let me see. I'm having some trouble. Sorry. I don't know what's okay. That's okay. I want to talk a little bit more about us. We're a family-run business. Canvey Life School was born with the intent of providing teenagers with the tools to excel in their personal and professional lives, and focusing on skills that they don't really teach them in school. So that's why we created this. I am the program coordinator, and my dad is a academic director. My dad, for 20 years, he has been running programs directed to teenagers and adults, focused on personal development and soft skills in universities, in high schools, and in multinational companies. And with Canvey, what we wanted was to bring access to this unique and necessary training to people from all over the world. Also, our students, they are treated like they're part of our own family, and we really care about their individual needs, so we can customize the program as well. So it's a more valuable and unique experience for them. So about the program, let's see if this is working. I don't know why. Okay, here. These are the main components of the program. It is based in Valencia in Spain. That's my hometown. It's 4 weeks long, and it's directed mainly to high schoolers. The 3 main components, it's Spanish lessons, cultural immersion with homestay families, and life skills workshops. So I wanted to show you a sample week. As you can see, there's 2 hours of Spanish lessons in the morning, 2 hours of life skills workshops every day, and they will have activities during the evenings and the afternoons. Once a week, we have a group coaching class, and on the weekends, they will go on large activities or on excursions. I want to talk a little bit more about Valencia. This is the exact location of where we are. Fun fact, Valencia was chosen as the #1 city in the world to live in last year. And that's a really cool fact. This is a few reasons why. Valencia is a coastal city with warm weather. It's almost always sunny. We have amazing food. Food is incredible. We're home of paella, and we have really fresh vegetables and fruits. We're one of the safest cities in the world with a rich history. And Valencia, it's really a walkable place, and it's really easy to get around. So for the classes, the students will attend a Spanish language school that they have all levels from beginner to advanced. There are on average 8 to 10 people in each class. And cool thing about the summer program, some of the Spanish classes take place at the beach, which is really fun. A little bit about the Spanish school. They've been operating for over 20 years and have received over 40,000 students. And they are one of the most rated language schools in the world. And they have students from over 80 countries, which makes up for a really rich intercultural exchange during the program. Then we will move to the life skills workshop. So aside from the location, I think this is what also sets us apart from other programs. We really focus on essential life skills that they don't usually teach you at schools. Let's say communication skills, personal finances, time management, this is some of them. They're taught in English, so you don't need to have like an amazing Spanish skills, or you can speak no Spanish at all and you will get the most of it. I can, if you want, I can share the actual curriculum with you with the topics that we will see and we will go over. The classes are led by experts. For example, we have a national TV host teaching the kids communication skills. And then also once a week, we have a group coaching class and we will work on team building, in career development, and in self-knowledge. And also, we understand the kids want to make the most of their time while they're here. So we offer activities in the afternoons and in the evenings, like tours around the city, paddle surf, sports by the beach, and culinary tastings, things like that. And in the weekends, we do go for longer excursions, like catamaran ride, water park, and we also go to visit other cities. For example, Peníscola, which is a medieval coastal city, which was some of the Game of Thrones scenes were filmed there, which is really cool. So yeah, program outcomes. So there's no doubt that from living abroad and in an immersive environment, the kids will develop essential life skills like adaptability, confidence, lifelong friends, and also by learning Spanish, they will develop language skills and they will broaden their worldview. But I wanted to emphasize the skills that we focus on the program with the workshops and classes. They're gonna get a clear sense of what they want to do next in their career, in their life. Emotional intelligence, leadership skills, personal financial education, communication and public speaking, time management and speed reading, and some negotiation skills. So that's it for the program. The dates, we have opened 3 groups with 3 different starting dates in June and July. As you can see, it is important that we run small groups with a maximum of 16 students because we want to give them individualized attention. So if you like your program or if you want more information, you can visit our website, www.canby.es. You can email me at info@canby.es, or we can set up an interview and I can answer all of your questions. I recommend that you apply, if you are interested, that you apply as soon as you can because spaces are limited. And I hope to see some of you during the summer. So that's it.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Esther. That was very thorough and absolutely gorgeous, some of those pictures. So
thank you.
Had no idea about Game of Thrones being taught there. So yeah, if you want to go ahead and unshare your screen.
How do I do that? I'm trying.
Oh no, you're fine. It's just right down at the bottom where it says share screen, and then you click a little arrow, and actually not. Just move your let me see
here.
Did you get fabulous. Fabulous. I always have technical difficulties. I can totally relate. So if all the presenters would like to come back on screen, I just wanted to take this moment to We have a couple of minutes that if people still, in fact, Esther, you have a question in the Q&A section. If you want to go ahead and type the answer to that, we will just hang out here. Students that are watching this live, parents that are watching this live, now is your chance. You've got your panel of experts here. They know their programs best, and really take advantage of their knowledge and of their programs. On behalf of TeenLife, though, I just want to say personally, thank you guys for being here. You guys represent just such a wide variety of programs, and it really shows that there are opportunities out there for all of our kids and for all different types of experiences. And that is one of the reasons we're so happy to do these types of events, is to show the parents and teachers and students, you know, if you want to try it, it's probably out there. So I think all of your programs are really unique and wonderful. And just on behalf of TeenLife, thanks for being here. I think we have all of our questions answered in the Q&A at this point. We've hung on for a little bit. Any other questions from you guys? No? Awesome. All right. Well, guys, it has been a wonderful evening. I appreciate your time, and good luck with your programs this summer. I hope that they are all a huge success. I have no doubt. Again, on behalf of TeenLife, I'm Reagan Bierman, and thank you for being here. Have a great evening, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.